Welcome to another lesson in our English Learning from Scratch series. Today, we are going to learn about a very common English idiom, get cold feet. This idiom is widely used in everyday conversations, so understanding it will really help you sound more natural when speaking English. Let's dive in and explore what this idiom means and how to use it correctly. So, what does get cold feet actually mean? When someone gets cold feet, it means they suddenly become nervous or afraid about doing something they had previously planned or agreed to do. Imagine you made a decision to do something important, but right before you do it, you start feeling scared or worried. That feeling of wanting to back out because of fear or nervousness is what we call getting cold feet. Now let's talk about where this idiom comes from. The phrase get cold feet likely originated from wedding traditions in the 19th century. Back then, nervous brides and grooms would literally experience cold feet before their wedding ceremony. This physical reaction happened because of the anxiety and fear they felt about making such a big life decision. Over time, this physical symptom became a metaphor for any situation where someone becomes too nervous to go through with their plans. Let's look at our first example to understand how to use this idiom. Sarah was ready to invest in the startup, but she got cold feet at the last minute. In this sentence, Sarah had planned to invest her money in a new business. However, right before making the investment, she became nervous and afraid. She worried about losing her money, so her fear stopped her from going through with the investment. This is a perfect example of getting cold feet in a business situation. Here's another example in a personal context. Tom planned to go skydiving, but he got cold feet when he saw how high the plane was. Tom had made plans to jump from an airplane with a parachute, but when he actually got in the plane and saw the height, he became too scared and nervous to jump. Even though he had planned and wanted to do it earlier, his fear took over at the last moment. This shows how get cold feet can be used when talking about personal activities and adventures. There are several other idioms and phrases in English that have a similar meaning to get cold feet. You can say someone has second thoughts, which means they begin to doubt their decision. Chicken out means to decide not to do something because of fear. Back out means to withdraw from an agreement or plan. And lose your nerve means to become too scared to continue with something. All of these expressions convey the same basic idea of becoming nervous or afraid and not following through with your plans. Here's a helpful memory tip to remember this idiom. Think about it literally. Imagine yourself standing barefoot on a cold floor right before you have to do something scary or important. Your feet would actually get cold when you're nervous or anxious. This physical sensation matches the emotional feeling of fear and nervousness. Also remember that this idiom is used for decisions made before the event happens, not during or after. You get cold feet before doing something, not while you're doing it. Let's quickly recap what we learned today. Get cold feet means to suddenly become nervous or afraid about doing something you had planned or agreed to do. It comes from old wedding traditions where nervous people would literally get cold feet. You can use this idiom in business contexts, personal situations, and many other scenarios. Now you understand this idiom and can use it confidently in your own English conversations. Keep practicing, and see you in the next lesson.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.